This is ABC.
Business Now is brought to you by Nextel. You've never used a phone like this before. And by Ernst & Young, LLP, from thought to finish. And by Silicon Valley Bank, beyond banking, partners for innovation. And now, Karen Ryan.
The revolution in information technology is causing profound changes in the way the world does business. Manufacturing was the first industry to benefit from new software applications and the rapid growth of the internet. Now service companies are starting to reap high-tech rewards. Business Now's Mike Sanford has this report.
We see it all around us. Information has become the world's fastest growing industry. Companies are turning to the internet to streamline their businesses, better communicate with employees and partners, and increase sales. All that's creating a boom in the professional services industry, the business of providing consultants, experts, to help other businesses find and adopt the tools needed to enter the information age. Technology services alone is expected to become a $600 billion industry within 3 years.
The most important thing we're talking about here is organizing a series of measurements around the service chain.
James Heskett, professor emeritus at Harvard Business School, is a member of the Service Chain Council, a group studying the service industry and the challenges it faces. Heskett says many consulting firms, both large and small, are still in the dark ages when it comes to managing, motivating, and retaining their employees. What's needed, Heskett says, is a service chain. Like the supply chain in manufacturing, it's a way to track and optimize a company's assets, in this case, intellectual assets.
Organizing the way you collect information, the way you manage people by using this information around the service chain is the most critical thing that a professional service firm can do today. What service enterprises need today is a software package that will enable them to manage on an integrative basis.
And that's where Evolve Software comes in. Located in San Francisco's financial district, the company's assembled service industry experts. It's now the market leader in developing new software for the service industry. Evolve President and CEO John Bantleman says their ServiceSphere solution directly addresses one of the ironies in the services industry.
Generally, these organizations are spending time solving other people's business problems. They're not spending much time addressing their own. Our view of our customer is they're like the cobbler's children. They spend all their time making shoes for everybody else, but no time making shoes for themselves.
What are some of the problems facing the services industry? Most of all, it's keeping qualified people. There's a critical worldwide shortage of trained IT professionals. Consultants are constantly receiving new employment offers, promising more money or more job satisfaction. Turnover at many service firms tops 20% a year.
The estimated cost of losing somebody in terms of opportunity cost, hiring costs, training costs, etc., is somewhere between a year and 2 years' salary. So that's $200,000 to $300,000 times 20% of your workforce.
That's what ServiceSphere's unique technology addresses. For example, its Opportunity Manager tracks all of a company's customers, prospects, and confirmed projects. Resource Manager looks at all the available consultants. Team Builder automatically finds the best matches, not just qualified experts, but people who want to work on that project. And consultants can use ServiceSphere's internet capability to update their skills and availability.
We call it putting the right people on the right job every time. And with the ServiceSphere product, they can specify their desires in terms of career growth and development, any additional skills that they might want to attain, and those can be taken into full consideration when staffing them up for projects. So a happy consultant is a productive consultant.
Result, improved employee morale and retention, happier customers, a much better method of maximizing available talent and tracking the success of each project, and ultimately greater profitability.
Our estimates are, as an example, a 2% improvement in utilization for a service firm of maybe 1,000 people is a $6 million top line and bottom line improvement to those firms, and that's substantial.
Keeping employees working and happy is what Whitman Hart hopes to achieve. The Chicago-based information technology services firm is already using Evolve software solutions.
The use of ServiceSphere will help us enhance morale of our people because they're
their skills and the new skills they're developing will be able to be utilized on projects. And as a result of that, we think we'll reduce the amount of turnover we experience in the firm.
Another Evolve customer, Netscape, has been offering professional services to its customers since 1994, helping companies become, in their words, webified, developing e-commerce and business-to-business transactions. They recently turned to Evolve to help them assign people to projects.
The best benefit we have today that I asked my project managers is they can build teams faster than they could before. So it empowers them to make decisions without having to call 20 people trying to figure out if they're available or not.
Is ServiceFair's usefulness strictly limited to traditional service companies? Not really, says David Pulsifer of Becton Dickinson. This century-old $4 billion medical products manufacturer recently launched its own professional services division to better serve its clients, doctors and hospitals.
And as we looked at Evolve, their vision of how they would support a services company pretty much aligned with what we wanted to do. I think Evolve will form the basis by which we are able to have some semblance of order in our management of this services business.
John Bantleman says Evolve ultimately plans to offer software solutions to nearly every type of consulting company: human resources, tax and audit firms, law firms, even architecture, construction, and engineering. Eventually, they expect plenty of competition, but right now they're simply enjoying their roles as innovators and pioneers.
We think this marketplace is going to quickly mature, and our ambitions are simply to be the market leader.
There's just a buzz about the company. There's a lot of energy, and this comes from really being with people who are innovative, looking to produce a solution which is unique in the industry, really being an industry driver.
And Evolve believes an industry that exists to help others be more productive now has the tools to help itself.